Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Dual Shot Therapy. By the time this video goes online, we have already achieved greatness, 69 subs. So thank you for that. And of course, I have with me my friend Tanmay Diwan. We also
Hello.
have a video for you, a 69 sub special video, which will be going online very soon. I think it is online by the time we are making
Yeah.
this video.
Yeah.
How we got to 69 subs? We had our dubious ways to go about it. But we
No
achieved
comments.
there.
No comments.
No comments. Yes,
We've got it.
yes.
Okay. We've got it. That's the point.
Yeah, we pretty much have. Anyway,
Yeah.
so this video today, we have nothing special in mind. We are just doing it because we wanted to make fun of Manchester City, who lost to Spurs
Yeah.
despite having so much money on the field.
All
Okay,
right.
anyway,
Let's talk about game week one. Let's before we get
yeah.
to City, let's talk about Arsenal versus Brentford.
Okay, yeah, okay, so brilliant match. Brilliant match. I happen to have been watching the match with a Spurs fan, and the guy was ecstatic. You know why? Just because he saw that Arsenal's losing, and it was a good feeling.
It's incredible. The moment I saw that Lacazette and Aubameyang are not in the starting lineup, I figured, you
Yeah,
know what, it's over. Arsenal's
and
completely toothless, and they played well. Brentford actually played well.
Brentford pressed like crazy, man. They pressed like crazy.
That
I
Mbuemo
mean,
kid, he made runs in
Mbuemo had
behind.
Mbuemo had
It
a
was
couple of
good.
shots which were not exactly on target. They went
Yeah,
right past the
yeah,
post,
it hit the
and I
other
was
side.
like,
So this was
hit the yeah. So I was like, that's nice, man. And Ivan Toney had an incident
Mhm.
where it was suspected he might have an injury, ruling him out of the next game week. But
Oh,
I think he's still available. But yeah, Brentford versus Arsenal, brilliant match in my opinion.
just
Brentford
Arsenal
really
being
pressed.
Arsenal. What are
Of
they
course, Arsenal
doing?
being
Oh
Arsenal.
God.
I think the match was in Brentford Stadium, and Brentford is playing for first flight football
Yeah,
in like
I think
for forever.
yeah,
They haven't played first year football.
it's
They have
incredible.
come into
And
first flight football after 76 fucking years, and Arsenal handed them a 3 point platter. Leja. But yeah,
yeah,
that's pretty much about Arsenal.
but Arsenal now they've improved, right? They've got are they have they got Ramsdale or they're getting Ramsdale?
I have heard that they're getting Ramsdale
Okay,
from
they already
Sheffield.
have
My point
Odegaard.
is, my point is why? Why are you getting Ramsdale?
Yeah, I don't know. Is there a huge problem with Burn Leno? Like, I'm not an Arsenal
I
fan.
mean,
Whenever I've seen him,
the,
he's
the
looked
thing is,
decent. He's not looked amazing.
okay, so I haven't ever seen a club cut through keepers like this. The only, of course, Chelsea has done it in the past 3 years. Chelsea has gone to from Courtois to Kepa to
Mendy.
Mendy, but Kepa had a huge problem. I don't see that in Leno. I
Yeah.
just see the fact that Arsenal as a team is very very poor. So you cannot just blame it on
Yeah.
Leno and just try and replace him from keeper in the league.
Yeah, like the defense, for example, I get you have Ben White, but the defense it doesn't
He
have
was
any
he was very
solidity.
poor. He was very poor. He was
Yeah, I
very
think he
poor.
messed
He
up
was very
once,
poor.
which led
He
to the
messed it.
goal.
The first goal is
Yeah.
his fault.
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
got Odegaard, which is good because in case Emil Smith Rowe gets injured, you need to have backup. You need to have
Yeah, Emil
Odegaard
Smith
playing
Rowe's injury. Yeah, I mean,
if
Odegaard
that
is a
happens. Yeah,
good call,
yeah,
but
and he's 22.
yeah,
He's such a
having
talent.
there have been so many memes
Hmm.
that Odegaard has finally resigned from playing in Champions
Champions
League
League,
forever.
yeah, that's
I was like,
hilarious. That was
yeah,
very fun.
uh,
But I think we all need to calm down. Like I know it's fun to make fun of Arsenal. It's fun to make fun of City. But this is the first game week and everybody's rusty. Not everybody had
yeah.
a good preseason, right?
The thing is, it's not only just about the preseason as well. With City's game, what it felt was like it's a one-off, with
Uh-huh.
City and Spurs.
Yeah.
It just felt like a one-off, in my opinion. The first 15 to 20 minutes, we dominated like crazy.
Incredible.
City
That
dominated
was
like
frightening.
crazy.
Yeah.
And of course, Grealish was doing what he does best, was taking fouls and everything.
Mhm.
We did our chances not exactly translate into goals, but we were good for the first 20 minutes. Afterwards, we were not because, of
Such a
course,
dominant
Sean
performance
and Mora.
from Tanganga and Mora, Lucas Mora.
Tanganga, he
He
bullied the shit out of Sterling and
Sterling and
Grealish,
Grealish.
man.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
And okay,
It
so
was so fun
what's
to watch.
What was with the referee coming up to Tanganga and calling Hugo Lloris to try
Yeah,
and calm his player down? You don't
he's
do
not a
that.
child. Tanganga is not
Yeah,
a
he's not
child.
a
You
fucking
speak
child.
to
Just give him a
Tanganga.
booking.
I know
Give
this is
him a
a
booking, man.
yeah. I don't know
You don't
what
do
kind of
that.
special treatment that is. You have to speak to the player. You don't just speak to the captain. This is
I mean, you
he.
call the captain. The captain did not even say a single word to him. He just went off.
Also, how is
And
Hugo Lloris
after,
the captain? Is he a leader? I get he led France, but he's bang average as a keeper, at least over the last 2 seasons. I
I
don't know. I
mean,
don't really
he
rate
has
him.
been at the club for 10 years now. So
Yeah.
I suppose that's the marker they have.
No, but Spurs, it was like out of the blue. Actually, not out of the blue. After the first 20 minutes, they looked like they could actually break on the counter and actually get
They were doing
some
that. I
chances.
mean, see the problem with again the problem with the squad which City put up with
Is
is
Mendy?
that yeah, you don't do that.
Yeah.
The guy hasn't been very good for us for the last 3 years now. He has his moments, but
Mhm.
come on, stop defending him. And if we have Zinchenko there, who was throughout the left back for the season,
Mhm.
and he played the Champions League final, and he did pretty well with Ukraine as well.
Yeah.
You just don't go and do that to him. That's not justified. You
Yeah.
know what Lucas Moura was doing in the entire match? He was running past
Running
Mendy, waiting
very
for him,
easily. Yeah.
to track back, and then running past him again. And I was like, "Bhai, ye
This
chal kya
it
raha
is
hai, man?"
fantastic. I hope Lucas Moura has this consistency because he
Yeah, yeah,
can
yeah.
actually be a great and a stellar player for
The
Spurs.
injury is a bit troublesome.
Yeah,
Like
he's also
his
very
record,
inconsistent sometimes. He
yeah.
doesn't put in as much effort in other
Sometimes he
matches.
messes up really bad, but yeah.
Yeah, but it was good to see. There's something positive for coming from Nuno's football. But
Yeah, but
Kane didn't he show
again,
up in
we
the match
talking
squad? So we don't know. Is Kane probably is going to City? Is that confirmed? Maybe.
thing is, I'm not sure. And also, when we're talking about Nuno's football, what happened in the Confederation Cup? I mean, what's the point? What's the point of beating the champions in the first Premier League match and then go on to lose to a team in Brazil? I think I'm not even sure which team they played.
It's a conference
What's
cup.
the
It's
point?
the Euro. It's the European team. It's the
I mean,
conference. Right? It's below the Europa as well, so it doesn't
sports.
really matter.
I mean,
Or maybe it's genius. Maybe Nuno is the genius. He's like, we have to get knocked out of this nonsense competition so that we can actually put up a top six
focus
fight.
on Prem.
Right. I don't know. But it was definitely interesting to see the way Spurs managed that game. I thought it was pretty good. Over the course of 38 games, we'll have to see. Like,
I actually really like the fact that ever since Nono has arrived, he has been giving Dele Alli chances,
yeah, but
and
he was he
he's
did, he
he
was
has been
fairly
the.
invisible though in the match.
I mean, he was pretty good against Cancelo a couple of times. He was not able to get past him,
Mhm.
but he was able to dribble like a
Yeah,
couple
he got a
meters
couple of
away and
goals
then
in
pass the ball.
preseason.
Preseason, he had a couple of goals. He also had a good game. I'm not
You know who
saying
was
uh,
actually invisible from City side was Ferran Torres. I forgot he was playing.
he had his first touch in the game at 19 minutes.
Ugh.
I was I was timing that shit, man. 19 minutes. It took him 19 minutes to get his first touch in the game, and he's a striker.
But let's see how
And this is why
City actually make a system in around a false nine, maybe.
so that's the thing, right? So City played good for the first 20 minutes, and then they
Mhm.
had their balls back when
Yeah.
Divana came in at 35 minutes.
Yeah, he didn't actually put in like a huge impact, but he put in like a couple of crosses that were actually scary.
Yeah, very good
Uh-huh.
crosses. Yeah,
No,
but
but I'm sure this is just a momentary blip. This is just a start, and
that's
City
the
will
thing.
go back.
In my opinion, it was a
Yeah.
one-off. But we seem to be having this one-off against Spurs a lot,
Yeah. You know what's not
a
a
lot.
you know what's not a one-off? United
Yeah.
thrashing Leeds. Okay,
Oh,
maybe.
that was it's
Okay,
okay.
granted,
So
not a one-off. I get like the second the other fixture in last season. It was a very close match, but we've
mhm,
before that we beat them 6-1 or 6-2, and now we beat them 5-1.
6-2.
Incredible! This is great. Goals galore.
See, I'm not sure if it was Ole or it was just the players, but the fact is, the way the players exploited the high press of
Yeah.
Leeds,
Hmm.
phenomenal. And see, this is how Pogba is, for France. He
Yeah.
makes sure that the ball reaches players in counters, and this is what he did for United. And I haven't seen him do this for United for quite some time now, so it was good to see that. Fine, Pogba is playing like he should have played for the past couple of years, maybe.
I mean, we should have seen more glimpses of him. naturally, I don't expect him to get 4 assists every single match.
Yeah.
But that performance, because we try to push him further forward, because that's why we have 2 holding mids. That's why we try to play him off the left and then he
But
cuts into the center.
no one's talking about the fact how brilliant Greenwood was.
Green was good.
I mean,
Greenwood was good.
he's getting shadowed by the performance Bruno and Pogba had, but Greenwood was very good.
Yeah, Greenwood's still a kid, and we don't exactly know his role. I think Ollie said that they want a fluid front three, or where Greenwood can play either in
Either wing.
either area,
Yeah.
either wing or in the center, right? So in this match, you saw him drop back as well, so that which allowed Bruno to make the runs in behind.
Bruno was a couple of instances. Bruno was ahead of him.
So it was brilliant. Yeah, it's so good.
By the way, if this hadn't been such a goals galore, and you thrashing leads, my best goal of the game would have been Luke Eiling's goal. It was brilliant.
Yeah, I know. Now that in retrospect, I can appreciate that goal, because at that time I was pissed. I was like, "Oh, this is another United performance. It's gonna be a draw again."
Draw, 1-1 draw.
But now I'm just expecting the worst against Southampton, right? It's just always, you're so inconsistent away from home.
See, against Saints, you really haven't had a good. I was seeing stats against Saints. The last year you only won once.
No, we won both the times. No, bro, we won 9-1. That's Southampton.
It was a Premier League game.
Yeah. Okay.
You won 9-1.
Yeah, we won 3-2 and 9-1.
Who am I thinking then? Oh, I'm thinking Sheffield, I guess.
Yeah, we lost last season to Sheffield once.
Yeah, you lost to Sheffield, right? Away game you lost, right?
Yeah. I don't remember, but no, not away game. It was a home game.
Home game?
Yeah, away. We have a record of being unbeaten. We've got 26 games unbeaten away, and we're going to break Arsenal's record hopefully in the next couple of games. So against Southampton, but United has been always very inconsistent, because last season we had an amazing away run because there's no home crowd, right? This season now it's going to be the opposite. Where in Southampton we're going to face the Southampton crowd, and in Old Trafford we had the.
On the point of home crowd, I really just like to bring out the fact that Liverpool with crowd is very good at it. The problem which they were having last season, that they were getting beat at their home, was, I think, in my opinion, now that I see it, that they are playing really well with the crowd. And
I didn't really watch the match. It's against Palace, wasn't it? No, it was against Palace, right?
Yeah. It was against Palace.
Yeah. 3-0.
I just saw the highlights, and in the highlights, the one thing I could figure out was that BBD was not up to the mark.
Oh, was he not? I mean, the poor guy's just come back from an injury. I don't expect him to be that great as he was. But let's see how he settles in.
I don't think we'll ever see that, if I'm being very honest. He could not run. Like, my brother is a Liverpool fan. He was watching the match and constantly was complaining that BBD has lost his pace now that he's injured.
No, I agree with you, because it's such a massive injury. And oftentimes those players aren't the same, right? But let's just go over the rest of the results. Leicester beat Wolves. Chelsea beat Palace. Sorry, Liverpool beat Norwich. My bad.
Yeah, they beat Norwich. Yeah.
Brighton beat Burnley. Everton beat Southampton. Watford beat Villa.
We playing Norwich this. What?
Watford beat Villa.
I expected that. If I'm being very honest,
I don't expect this at all.
The one game maker which they had, now they have let them go, and the other one which they have is injured. So I don't expected that, if I'm being very honest.
All right. West Ham beat Newcastle, and that's pretty much it. But
not that good.
No, I think Villa will come back. I think Villa will actually, now they'll work as a team, and they'll finish in the top 10.
We still have a lot to see from Villa this time.
Yeah, so they're going to finish in the top 10. So that's the weekend roundup done. Let's do predictions, all right? And
so before we do predictions, we have something in mind, that throughout the 38 game week season this time around, we will be predicting who wins, either in the form of a video if you are available for it, or we'll just put up our predictions on Instagram or maybe Facebook or Twitter, whichever handle we feel like. And the one who loses the predictions
overall after the 38 games,
after 38 weeks, is going to do a forfeit.
Yeah.
The forfeit which we have come to decide upon is that since the both of us like Manchester teams, he's a United fan, I'm a City fan, we'll buy each other the other team's full kit and we'll
No,
have
not
to
full kit.
wear
I'm not
that.
gonna wear your stupid shorts. Okay, just the top, just the top,
Okay, fine, just the
just the
top,
t-shirt. Yeah.
which mutually customizable by the way,
Oh
and
God.
we'll wear that to a public event, might just be a screening or hangout where people can click pictures.
Yeah.
Basically, that's my point
Okay.
for future references.
So with regards to game week 1,
Yeah,
all of our predictions, the only one where we disagreed on was the City and Spurs match. And
yeah.
guess who thought Spurs were gonna win? This guy.
Uh,
So I'm
I
currently in the lead. All right. So
okay. So yeah,
get ready for a United shirt, baby, with a 69 number.
Tanmay won after 0. Of course, I believe in my team, but then again, it's fine.
All right.
All right. So this game week,
All right. Liverpool versus Burnley. What do you say?
no brainer. Liverpool wins.
I say draw.
You
Oh,
should draw.
let's write this down.
All right.
Okay.
Liverpool wins.
I go for Burnley draw. Villa versus
Okay.
Newcastle. I say Villa win.
Villa wins. Yeah.
You say Villa win as well?
Yeah. Villa wins.
All right. Palace versus Brentford. Ooh, that's a tough one. Palace versus Brentford.
I was about to say Brentford wins, but then
I'm gonna
again,
say Palace.
Patrick Vieira might just bring something onto the table. Okay, fine. So I'll say Brentford wins. Yeah, Brentford wins.
All right. Oh God. Leeds versus Everton. It's another tough
Everton.
fixture. I'm gonna say
Everton
Leeds.
wins.
I'm gonna say Leeds just for the fuck of it. All right.
Everton
City
wins.
Norwich. City.
Oh, by the way, on to the point of Everton, you know what happened?
What happened?
James Rodriguez was streaming, and
He didn't know
one guy
who.
just said,
he didn't know who they were playing. Yeah,
"Money has ruined the guy."
I think he really wants to leave the club because he's
Yeah,
still hurt by Ancelotti
he
leaving.
came because of dear
Carlo.
boy
Don Carlo.
Carlo, who has left.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, City
Oh,
versus Norwich. What do you say? Of course, you're gonna say City.
last time around, they beat us 3-2.
Oh, and when Mr.
This
Pookie came
fixture.
in. No, I think it's
Yeah,
over.
Pookie came.
I think we'll thrash them.
All right, City wins, so there is no disregard
Yeah.
there. City wins.
Brighton, Watford. I say Brighton.
Watford wins. Watford wins.
Interesting.
With Dennis scoring at least 7 goals.
All right. Now we've got some healthy disagreements here. Southampton versus United. I say United win.
United wins.
Oh, okay. No disagreement here. Wolves versus Tottenham. I say Spurs.
I mean, I'll say a draw.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, Spurs is such an inconsistent team that I can't even really make a thought about it. Like, what's going to happen with this team?
No, I get it. Spurs versus Wolves. Mishra says draw. I say Spurs win.
Yeah,
Arsenal
draw,
versus
Spurs
Chelsea.
win, yeah.
Arsenal
Chelsea thrashes Arsenal. 18 goals to nil.
I'm gonna say Arsenal, bro.
You're gonna say Arsenal's gonna win?
I'm gonna say Arsenal's gonna win.
You think Arsenal's gonna win, Tanmay?
Yeah, I think Arsenal's gonna win.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know what I'm saying.
What's wrong with you?
Okay.
Are you drunk? Are you drunk?
All right. West Ham versus City. Versus Leicester City.
Leicester. West Ham wins.
I say Leicester wins. Oof.
So
we've got some disagreements here, bro. It's a good place to win some points.
West is I mean, let's just hope Benrahma does that again.
All right.
Okay. So
let's move on to what do we have in store after
League.
All right.
By the way, we came very close to landing on our promises that we'll get you 100-point game weeks. We went to 97. I mean, Tanmay went to 97. I was stuck at 91 points, but that was mostly because of the captain choice I made and not having any Liverpool defenders. So there's that.
All right. So are you going to share your screen?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Here's the thing. Like, I'm not particularly happy with the points that we've scored because we are ranked. Because people have scored incredibly high.
Ludicrous points. People have scored ludicrous points, by the way.
Like a majority of the people have got like 100 plus.
106, 108. I mean, I was like shocked what's happening. Because the
Yeah,
thing is, they all had two Liverpool defenders.
yeah,
They all had Bruno and Salah, and that's majority of the points given. And then
correct.
they also had Antonio. And then
Mhm.
people also were lucky enough. So we know some people who were lucky enough to have auto subs on who got 206 points after
Yeah.
having 80 points on the table. But it's okay. We don't complain. I mean, we clearly do. But okay.
All
Uh,
right.
so do you want me to host?
Yeah, please go ahead and share.
Just a second.
Mm.
आशिकी में तेरी. Okay, so I only have had one change going in the weekend.
Mhm.
Uh, so I am playing three at the back with Dinier, Shaw, and Target. This is the only time I'm going to give Target another shot. Otherwise, I'm going to replace him because fuck that shit. This guy had 0 points, considered 3 goals in the last game week.
Okay.
I replaced Pookie with Dennis from Watford.
All
Pookie
right.
was
I've never
just
heard of Dennis.
he scored 12 points. And by the way, Watford's playing on the wings and too much attacking football for me to overlook Watford. Watford also had the best defensive margin in the championship, but this time around they're playing very, very attacking football. So it was almost like all out attacking football. I'm going with of course Fernandez, Greenwood, Barnes, Salah. Nothing changes there.
Okay.
And then in attack I have Ings, Antonio, Dennis. Now, this here is how I would suggest you guys to go about your team.
All right.
If you have if you have 8 millions in someone like Ings invested in Ings, I mean, then you can try and replace him out with DCL. One, DCL had Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin had a brilliant game week one, and two, he had more touches in the box. He had more shots on target. He had more shots in general as well compared to Danny Ings.
Yeah,
So at the
I'm
same
not actually looking to make any changes for me, but I'm looking to get Ings out in the next couple of weeks because if you click on him,
Yeah,
after a couple of
if the
games,
I mean the
after
fixtures are
Brentford,
really tough. Yeah,
yeah,
after
they
Brentford they
turn
have really,
sour.
really tough
Yeah.
fixtures. So that's what I'm saying. If you have one pick right now, what I'll suggest, what I'll recommend is you to get rid of Ings either this game week or the next game week to get in DCL because if you see Everton fixtures, they have some very good fixtures going up to game week 7.
How expensive is
Game week 7
DCL?
they play United. DCL is 8 million only,
All right. Okay.
and so is Ings.
Hmm.
And with Digne playing on the wing, the game is coming on to the center somewhere or the other. And you also have Richarlison scoring a goal, but DCL overall had the most touches in the box, most shots on target in the penalty area as well. Uh, so you can look at an Everton striker as a long-term investment as well.
Hmm.
If I'm being very honest, with Ings, I'll recommend pull him out for some time and then get him back in the squad, depending upon how things go. My problem is
What?
that I really want to take a -4 and get rid of Sufal as well because
I
uh,
understand.
I mean their game is pretty much going from the left wing where Cresswell is doing everything for their team.
Hmm.
So there's that.
A couple of transfers I'm thinking of is
Hmm.
uh, getting rid of Weltman, who I have, and
Yeah,
he's
Brighton.
yeah, and
He's
he's
injured now.
quarantining right now. He's quarantining right
Oh, he's
now.
quarantining. Okay.
Yeah, and for 4.5, I can get Thomas from Leicester.
Okay.
He's been starting. I think he got a clean sheet as well, and
Okay.
he has attacking potential.
Okay.
Perhaps he can get some results. And I think
Uh,
I have Jota in my team. I might get rid of him and get Greenwood
him out.
instead. But I'm not sure if I want to get Greenwood right now.
I think Greenwood is good for another couple of game weeks, if I'm being extremely honest.
I do think so. I do think so. But
Yeah.
United fixtures they do turn after a bit, especially like
Hmm.
after Newcastle. If you were to click on Fernandez,
Hold on. Bruno.
yeah. So
Yeah. So like
after
after,
Newcastle, it actually gets tricky. Like West Ham, Villa. I know Villa is green, but Villa is still it can still be a tough fixture. Now
yeah,
Everton, Leicester,
yeah.
Pool, Spurs, City. I think these are
I mean,
very,
if I'm
very
being
tough
extremely honest,
fixtures.
in that, I think in that group of matches, I'll only have someone like Fernandes in my squad
That's
if I'm
right.
going for any United assets. Otherwise,
Uh-huh.
I'll just replace them all.
That's right. So I'm just considering the long-term implications. I'm not actually looking to make a transfer this week. I think I'm happy with the squad I have.
Mhm.
I'll just share screen and let you guys know.
Yeah, I'll just if it okay, fine, you do that.
All
I
right.
have some
So,
other recommendations as well. I'll do that later.
so give me recommendations as well, man. Because
Okay.
I've got Sanchez. I'm going to keep Simicas at least after the international break and see
Mm-hmm.
if Robertson is fit. I've got Dinia, another attacking potential, Shaw attacking potential. I've got Fernandez, Jota, Salah, Lucas Moura. I really expect him to do more. Hopefully, he can get in on the returns. And Buemo, I saw him play very well in the first game week. So hopefully, he can get more returns. I'm looking to play him. I'm going to bench Antonio, maybe, or it's either him or Mbuemo. I don't know if I should bench Antonio because Leicester
If I'm
defense.
being extremely honest, I will recommend having Antonio in place of Lucas Moura, not Mbuemo. Stick with Mbuemo. Have it in place of Lucas Moura.
Yeah, perhaps. But another thing that I saw from Tony's performance is that
Yeah.
he dropped back and he allowed
And
these
also,
Mbuemo
what
Vagera.
I've
Just a second. He allowed
yeah,
Mbuemo and all to make runs forward and then he played passes to them. But again, Tony is on penalties as well. So this is
I
definitely
did not see a
interesting.
whole lot of Tony without seeing Mbuemo. So that's why I
Yeah.
will not recommend getting him out. Number
Yeah.
one. Number two, what I'll recommend you to do with your squad is if you have a 4.5 million replacement to make, and if you really want to just go on have a punt or something like that, get rid of Weltman and get Henry from Brentford.
I
He
don't know
is
if I
a
can triple
defender.
up. I can't triple up on Crystal Palace, man. Sorry, on Brentford.
See,
Because
why
I've
I was
got
recommending
Tony,
you.
I've got Umbuemo, and I cannot have
Okay,
another Brentford player because I don't see Brentford doing that well. So I
my
think,
see, I'll let you know where I'm coming from in that regard. So
okay.
Henry is listed as a defender. He's playing as a midfielder from the left wing. Comes in right behind Tony and sometimes crosses over and falls right behind Mbuemo or that guy's name, which I can't pronounce. Name starts with O. So you can maybe try that if I'm being
maybe,
extremely honest.
maybe, but probably the only transfer I'm thinking of is Thomas, uh, because I think his fixtures are pretty decent as well. Let me just get
For
him in
Burnley, oh, from
from
Leicester,
from Leicester. So right, like
right?
after City, the fixtures look decent, right? And I can
How
actually play him
exactly?
after that.
How exactly sure is this guy in the squad? Is the problem? Is my problem with it?
Yeah, that's true. He did start the
Because
first game week, but
like whenever uh, whenever the signing that they made from Sheffield is listed,
Mhm.
uh, I think it might get tricky with him and Amartya. So I'm not exactly sure how to figure that out.
Mhm.
I reckon you wait for at least one more game week
Oh,
and figure that
100%.
out.
100%. I'm going to wait for 2 game weeks. I'm actually waiting right now and not making any transfers. I think I'm happy with this team. And then maybe I was actually looking to downgrade Fernandez Pele, but now
Mm-hmm.
after his hat trick,
So Thomas scored 7 points. That's nice.
yeah. So um, I might get rid of Danny Ings. I actually definitely will
By the way,
get rid of him next week.
Samikas is I mean, he's good for another couple of weeks because Robo is back in training.
That's right.
So
So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to downgrade from Ings, maybe
yeah,
get like a 7 million
striker.
striker. But who do we have?
We don't have any good. We don't have any good 7 million
Yeah.
strikers. I mean,
So
any consistent ones, no.
yeah. So what? Another thing that I'm thinking is I'm going to downgrade Ings to any cheap striker because I've got Antonio
Mm,
already, and then I'm going to
mm,
upgrade Lucas Moura to Son because depending on whether Kane stays, Son can play as a striker as well because they've got nobody else.
I mean, regardless of the fact Kane stays or not, Son is an asset.
Yeah. So let's see if this Lucas Moura punt works for a couple of game weeks. If not, then I'll downgrade.
If I'm being extremely honest,
I'll upgrade Lucas Moura and upgrade Tsimikas.
Yeah. I remember texting me this as well. If I'm being extremely honest at all, I will go for Dele Alli more than Lucas Moura, simply for the fact that Lucas Moura is not a very consistent player. So is, I mean, Dele Alli is not consistent as well. But the problem is Dele Alli, when given chances, has proved his mettle much more than Lucas Moura.
Yeah, but over preseason, I know that he got a few goals, but Lucas Moura, I think he just played so well against City that I cannot drop him because I'm just hoping for some returns.
If I'm being very honest, he was playing against Mendy. If we had Kyle Walker on the right wing and if we had Cancelo on the left wing, Moura would not have been this good.
It's always ifs and buts. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to take some risks. And let's see what happens.
Are you playing your transfer this weekend? Or not?
No, I'm not. I'm not making any transfers.
You're not. So you're stacking up on transfer for the next week.
Yeah.
Anyway, whosoever has Arsenal defender, just get rid of them. People who was dumb enough to get Ben White in the first place, you are dumb. And I'm saying that to you out loud because what were you thinking?
No, I think
a 50 million transfer.
No, I think it was a fine differential.
It's Arsenal, man.
I think it was a fine differential, but it's just Arsenal being Arsenal.
It was not differential. I think more than 8 to 9% people hold it.
But 8 to 9 is not. It's not massive, right? It's not like a Fernandes or Salah level.
21.7% people own it.
Good God!
What were you going to
think? Yeah.
Dumb people.
Just herd mentality.
So right now, by the way of switching Pookie to Dennis, I have 2 million in my bank, which I will replace or which I'll invest further in. When I have 2 transfers, I'll get rid of Barnes and Bissouma.
I don't know why you have Bissouma. I mean, he's a sure starter, but he won't give you a
told you,
right?
He's just a 2 point for me.
Okay.
I mean, because if I'm going to play, because right now I can buy Son as well. So if I'm going to play Son, Fernandes, and Salah, then I can definitely have a Bissouma in my squad because I have 3 marquee players.
Yeah. Right, that's understandable.
Because I'm willing to give Barnes another shot. Seeing his performance last week was extremely mediocre in my opinion, and he was not going as much forward as I would have expected him to go. But then again, what I saw was that there were a couple flary moments with this guy, and those can turn into something. So, with that, I would like to close on the FPL as well.
Yeah, that's all we got. Anything else to add?
Right. Pretty much it. But I mean, I only see 4 people in our league right now. I recommend that you join our leagues because we give massive bragging rights to the league. We are now 69 million strong, of course. We and our family on YouTube. That's cringe. That's so cringe. No. I'm not going to say that. Fucking. Yeah. Yes, thank you so much for getting us to 69 subs. We don't have a next goal. We just are.
Yeah, we're happy how it is. Now. But if you want to subscribe, consider subscribing. No harm. It's free.
You really aren't paying us anything.
Yeah, we're just doing for the fuck of it, right?
Yeah. Also, because we just might become unemployed again.
So, again. We've been fired from our jobs, right? Previously, as in. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Cheers.
Would it count the same as not getting the job after interning there?
No. Come on, dude. No. That's like having too high expectations.
Otherwise, I would have been fired from a lot many places. By the way, Daniel Levy, if you're seeing my video and if you can see my name, please let Harry Kane come to our squad, man. Please, come on. Just accept the bids. Don't act like a bitch, man. Just answer our calls. Jesus Christ.
That was a very convincing argument. Daniel Levy will not let Harry Kane go for a couple of mil.
Yes.
All right. So this is fun.
Yeah.
Bye.